What episode are we? 43? I don't know. We could just cruise into it like this without doing an intro. Like this can be in the podcast.
This could be in the podcast.
Well, maybe we just pretend the podcast isn't here.
Yeah, let's pretend the microphones and the cameras are away.
Okay.
Imagine that.
It's just you and I like out for a nice kind of drink. I feel like let's like imagine we're in Italy or something, you know, south
Sicily.
of France. Yeah, Sicily. Just
Yeah,
like
Paris.
when the I do so.
No, it's staying in the potty.
Yeah, had to be there. Yeah, we're having a glass of wine right now, mate.
We are. What is this, mate?
This is cheers. Cheers, beautiful. We are drinking Sisters Run Shiraz.
Yep.
My mum got it for me, so shout out to mum.
Shout out Mumsy.
Yeah, Mumsy. I'm not a huge wine drinker personally, but getting more and more into it.
Yeah.
I don't know, have you had
wine
any
and whiskey, mate. My favourite
Wine and
drinks.
whiskey.
You know, when everyone's having prees, I'm having wine and whiskey, mate.
Wine and whiskey, big carb dog.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
very sophisticated like that.
Do you like wine, or is it something you're just starting to get into?
The punnet, mate.
I think tannin.
Give it a sniff, mate.
Yeah.
The punnet, I think it definitely resides
Is
in...
punnet?
Yeah, mate, trust me.
Is it? Okay, good. Yeah, you're getting into it.
Definitely resides in the south of France region, like the winery. I can definitely identify where those grapes come from.
Yeah, you can taste them with your taste buds.
Yeah.
Have you ever done
tasty?
wine tasting?
No, I haven't. I don't know a thing about wine.
I went once, and they gave me like white wine, and then like you finish with red wine, and then I liked the white wine, so I thought he was going to give me. I was like, can I have like more of that white wine? Yeah. But you can't go back. Like you're not allowed to have white, then go red, and then go back to white.
Is that right?
What's what he said to me.
Because it's pretty much rosé, then you're mixing.
Well, surely you can. Like, fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
You can tell me what I can drink.
Where's the rule book, mate?
It's a rule book.
You know, I reckon rosé is probably like pretty nice.
Rosé is pretty ace. Yeah, mate. I've only in the last 6 months have I started drinking wine. Yeah. I'd say it's been an exponential enjoyment process. At the start, I struggled.
Yep.
But the more I do it, the more I enjoy it. Obviously, don't do it much because.
In the last 6 months, I think it's coincided with something, mate. The single Lewis, the more sophisticated, cultured Lewis, you know? So I think there's probably a time series correlation with that.
I'd say so. Yeah, I'm feeling much more mature. We've moved out together, so I just feel like
pretty much we moved out together 6 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. So. There are a few catalysts there which made me grow up.
Yep.
So yeah, feeling really good.
Yep.
What's happened this week for you, mate? On our nice little date here.
Yeah, what's happened this week?
You went and saw a movie?
Yeah, saw James Bond, mate. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I saw it as well. Honestly, I loved it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I loved it. I think I would say it's a classic.
I thought it was good, and it was a bit of a tearjerker, I found.
Bad.
Yeah. Did you find that too?
Yeah, well, we spoke after you went and saw it, and you said, yeah, look, it's a bit of like concepts of death, and it's quite kind of intense in that manner.
You can't see not really a spoiler, but there's a thing, you can't see the woman that you love. What's the point of life, mate?
What's the point in life is what he kind of comes to terms with. Yeah.
It was a bit of a tearjerker in that sense, I believe.
I was holding back tears. I think I might have let a few go, which is fine. Liberating, in fact. Yeah. But no, I thought it was a fantastic Bond. It's hard. Like, I feel as though if you're making another James Bond, you're coming out with like a... you're not really... You kind of got one leg to stand on. Like, the other ones have been good. This one coming... everyone says, it's not going to be as good as the last one. Yeah. But they always seem to do pretty well. So...
Yeah, just such high quality production.
What do you reckon is the best Bond?
Good question. Like, Casino Royale is good.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Bond fan, I must admit. Like, I've seen my fair share, but I wouldn't be able to recall every single detail that occurs throughout them. What about you?
Casino Royale was my favourite, 2006.
He's a good poker player.
Good year, that one. Eagles won the premiership.
Yeah.
And James Bond, Casino Royale came out.
Yeah.
And he has a nice Aston Martin DBS in that one. And then they dropped in price. And then recently they've started coming up.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I should have bought one 3 years ago.
Yeah,
maybe
better
more,
investment
5 years
than
ago.
a McLaren.
Yeah, McLarens depreciate like nothing.
Absolute rubbish.
Just, stupid.
Just cracking an alcoholic solo here, guys.
Are we going out tonight?
I don't know. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We're going to head down Chapel Street, I think.
Chapel Street.
Was
Absolutely
the plan.
mog it, mate.
We do have a big podcast, though.
Yeah.
We'll get through.
Yeah, big one.
We'll get through. Now, do we have a plug here, or what do you want?
Well, we got to chat about a few other things. Firstly, how are you?
Racing through. Sorry. I'm going really well, mate. Mm-hmm. Feeling good. Body's feeling good. We're doing like Movember.
Yeah.
And so I'm running 100 Ks, and it's just starting to my body's starting to struggle a little bit. I just started footy training as well, so like from that aspect, struggling a little bit. But I've only got 25 Ks to go. How are you going with Movember?
Yeah, well the 1,000 kilometers to cycle. It's a big one. Big time commitment.
Yeah, it's just hours on the bike, isn't it?
It's also very, well, I don't know. It kind of is weather dependent because I don't like going out when it's raining because it's just miserable. Yeah. So, yeah, it was like raining for ages. So I was pretty lackluster in terms of the Ks effort. I think I'm up to like 550 now or something. So I got 450 Ks to go. So I got some catching up to do.
Yeah. So what you got to do that in like 8 days?
Nah. More. It's the 19th. So I got 11 days.
Oh, you got 11 days.
Yeah. So I reckon we can.
That's a few Ks in 11 days.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah. You're too
I've
stubborn.
set myself this challenge.
You're too stubborn to not do it. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing with like going out on the bike in the rain is kind of risky. Like it's actually very dangerous.
It's dangerous. Yeah. If you hit like the white paint on the stripe, it's actually slippery there. Yeah. And oh god,
it's like hitting a tram track.
Yep, definitely.
Get locked in.
Yeah.
You got to be very careful. But yeah, so going well and. I'll be happy once Movember's done, to be honest, just because it's really difficult and I'm enjoying the struggle. But so like for those listening, we need donations.
We do. We set ourselves a goal of $5,000 and we are nowhere near it.
I don't think we'll hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we'll try. We'll do our best.
Unless we have Warren Buffett make a generous donation.
Yeah. If you're listening, Warren.
Yeah.
We'd love it, mate.
We'd love it.
Because but if you can donate, like we haven't really been hustling the link that much. We're going to start hustling it this week, I think. Yep. Please donate. Like we'd love you to do that. We've worked pretty hard for this. So, if...
it's been a bloody big effort for the amount of donations we've had, to be honest. It's like we're up to like 500 or something.
That's good. Well, and thank you to everyone who has donated so far. But fun times.
Yep.
Fun times.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Manscaped?
Yeah, Manscaped. So... in order to put a roof over our head, we do have some sponsorships. And we got a really good one here. We got Manscaped. If you're living under a rock and you don't know what Manscaped are, they're pretty much the game changers for male grooming in terms of like shaving your hair and all those sorts of awkward areas. We're going on dates these days. You want to make sure you're nicely groomed. And so Manscaped are definitely the market leaders in this kind of category. They've sent us down some of their products and they're absolutely unreal. I remember we had the older models and they've sent us down like that we bought ourselves. Like we back this brand because it's just like the best products out
100%.
there. And they sent us down the Lawnmower 4.0s and have you used it?
Yeah, plenty. I actually used it before this podcast. Yeah. Not long ago.
Yeah. I won't ask which region, but...
Yeah, the region, mate.
The region,
yeah. You know what? We got the full pack. I forgot the name of the pack.
Oh, it's like the performance pack or something
performance
like
pack,
that.
We got the bag and the special, like the pH leveling spray. We got
boxes.
the boxes and the ball moisturizer. I was using the spray and the moisturizer before.
Yeah.
Mate, fantastic.
You feel unreal.
Soft as... I won't say baby's bum, that's a bit weird, but it's really soft.
And these things just like... Yeah, like you don't really get nicks with it. It's just like... Hair comes off. It is great.
The trick is to keep that little cover on.
Oh, do you? I don't put it on.
That's Operation Don't Get Nicked.
Okay. Yeah.
I shouldn't say won't get nicked, but less chance of getting
nicked. So if you guys do want to do the same, if you use code NTF at checkout, you will get 20% off and free shipping. So like you probably want to buy one anyway and you'll just get money off using our code. Yeah. And it'll help us out as well. So yeah, if you want one, use the code.
Yeah, we'd love you to do that. We would love you to do that.
Awesome. Cool.
Now, we're dressed pretty sensibly.
We are. We're looking very sharp, mate. Very dapper.
We are. For those who are listening, we're having a glass of red. We're wearing some nice white shirts, almost as we said at the start, just like a fantastic little date in the south of France. Why?
You know what I came out with a statement. What's better than taking a girl to a romantic spot?
Take your fucking mate.
taking one of your mates there.
Oh, I love that.
You know, the other day or other week, I went to this beautiful sunset, Anderson Park, Hawthorne East, with one of my mates, and we just set up a picnic rug. It was quite the scene around there.
Yeah,
mate. Just take your best mate there. It's even better.
Must be done. Must be done.
No
more.
drama.
No drama.
Oh, just never any drama. Play some tunes.
No nerves. No.
Kick it. Just
first date nerves. No.
Yeah.
No worrying about have I done this right? Have I done that right?
No,
Am I drinking too much?
Domestic arguments or anything like that. Like
sounds fantastic.
Mate, stress free.
Which is like why we're going out tonight.
That's and which is why I'm loving the single life as well. It's just stress free, isn't
it? It's stress free.
It's like I've seen a few. No, I shouldn't go into it. But I've seen like. No, actually, I won't go into it whatsoever.
Good man.
Yeah. But mate, it's like freedom.
Yeah, it is freedom.
No, no, I can't say that.
But we're dressed really nice today because we've got a serious topic to discuss. You know, we're feeling very formal. We're feeling very, let's have a big chat here. Big kind of Joe Rogan energies here. Yeah. We're going deep. Yeah, and the general chat is kind of like dating, dating apps. We're 23. Mate, we've been in a relationship or two.
We're like quite young by most people's standards. We have had a lot of relationship experience,
especially between the two of us.
Yeah, and you know, we speak to some of our people our age and haven't had a whole lot of experience, which is fine.
Also like, fine.
Everyone do you, don't whatever rush. You do you, babe.
Yeah.
But for us, we've just managed to stumble into a few of these things.
Yeah, maybe we're just really bad at them.
Yeah.
And that's why we've been through a few.
So we're going to give people really bad tips. Well, you've been in a long one. I've been in a few. So maybe I'm the really bad one.
Maybe I'm the really bad one as well because I managed to fuck up a long one.
No, I don't. Mate, don't say that about yourself.
Don't say it. Come on, mate. Back yourself. But yeah, so I suppose we wanted to get into like, you know, the depths of all this and the like ways to help yourself kind of have a chance. I think a lot of the questions that were sent in, which we'll get into later, we're kind of surrounding like, oh, how do I get a girlfriend? How do I speak to a girl? How do I do this?
For a lot of people, it's really foreign. Like they don't know the first thing about it, which is so fair.
You know what I was thinking as well is like, if you've been to a boys' school, like all boys' school or all girls' school, and you've hardly spoken to the other gender, you'd probably be pretty fucking terrified.
Yeah, you would be.
You know?
I went to a co-ed school and I was already terrified.
Shit, I'm still scared.
Yeah.
But yeah, like dating apps.
Yeah, that's the way of the future, definitely. Or like not the way of the future. It has been the way of you know, modern dating.
It's funny because like when I was in a relationship, I always thought like, nah, I won't get on dating apps. Like when I'm single, like I
won't stoop to that level.
Yeah, wouldn't be me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that. But there's some fantastic apps out there, you know, the best metaphor for it, best way to put it, it's
what's that, mate?
It's just like a passive income, isn't it?
It's passive. No, what would you choose $1 billion right now, or would you choose $10 every birthday?
Oh, $1 billion. What?
Nah, $10 every birthday because that's passive income, baby. That's passive income, baby.
My spud maths teacher said something like that to me once, but it was actually you meant to choose the other one.
Have you seen that? Brad is the guy, the one who does the trade deals. Like,
yeah.
I offer you. He's done those videos too. Like, what would you rather? Like $1 billion, $10 every birthday.
Because the one I was like, would you rather $1 like every day or like $1 million straight up front? But the dollar is like compounding, so like you get $1, $2, $4, $8, so on.
Yeah,
and you meant to choose the first, like the one where you get $1. But yeah, so dating apps, it's passive income.
Passive income, baby.
You know, like just have them running is the general. Yeah. Obviously, if you're out looking for girls or guys, or they thems,
Z's.
Fuck, we always get into this. But yeah, it's passive income, mate. That's
the thing is, you know, it's like I'm pretty sure that these dating apps, they give you like a limited amount of likes and whatnot, so you can't go mad and, you know, have a look at every single girl in existence at once. And you know, different people have it at different times and things, so you know, you might be on it for a month or so and nothing good comes up, you know.
Yeah. Would you ever pay for like the premium version?
No.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like, this is getting a little bit heavy here, but it's almost like paying to go to like...
it's like a brothel.
Yeah. I was going to say something a bit explicit, but paying for...
The rippers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, you know, people can do whatever they like. Don't really prescribe to it that much. It's just who I am. I feel like it's more than achievable for free. Maybe you have to pay for the date, pay for parking, pay for fuel. Nothing's free. No such thing as a free lunch. But
same thing, bro.
Yeah,
may as well go to a brothel.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, then there's the other thing of like dating apps. Okay, let's say you don't want to go on dating apps, then like social media. So like Instagram.
Yeah,
that's about it. Maybe TikTok.
I reckon unless you're Bazlenka, you might be pretty hard stricken with that.
Like we've got some relatively okay profiles, I'd say.
Yeah. We do get...
There ain't much happening.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
nah, it's all right.
Yeah. Actually, I won't go into personal. But I think definitely having a bit of a social media presence, having a bit of a portfolio, something that people can follow, it definitely helps out.
Well, if you're not going to do the dating apps, then... you'd probably want, you want a bit of a portfolio.
You got to talk to him in real life, mate.
Oh God, I can't imagine that.
Yeah, shit. That's terrifying.
That sucks. Yeah. So you got dating apps, we got social media, and we got meeting him in real life.
What else is there? Writing a letter.
Smoke signals.
Yeah. I thought you were going to say smoke cigarettes. Meet him in smokers.
Another option. Smokers. Also another option.
Yeah. How else can you meet girls? Or boys.
Like workplace is really common. I think that's like the most common place to meet your like forever, like your wife or your husband.
That's also like a tricky one. It's like when you're already in a relationship and your girlfriend or boyfriend goes off to work and they have their work husband or wife.
Oh no.
Mate, I can't stand that.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Work husband.
Yeah. I've experienced I've had a bad experience with that in the past.
You have to.
Yeah, you got to scout out your territory. You got to suss out what's happening.
You got done, brother.
This was pre-anabolic Gabe though, so it was catabolic Gabe. It was catabolic little bitch Gabe, fucking 68 kilogram Gabe.
But that means nothing, mate, in the grand scheme of things.
It means it's a drop in the bucket,
drop in the ocean,
and it only sparked the transformation that is.
It really did, didn't it?
What we know today.
Okay, so we're going to meet them out. Let's start with dating apps. Okay, yeah. Let's like break down dating apps. We're running off course a touch here, but let's break down dating apps. Okay, we had a question earlier. Should you upload a photo of you with your top off in your dating app?
Yeah.
I think, look, if you work hard in the gym and stuff, then like, show it off a little bit. Like you don't need to be a total, like PC culture terrified of it.
The way I see it is if every single photo is a shirtless one or a gym photo, it's very clear that you just absolutely fucking love yourself. Which is like, I don't want to, like, obviously I do, I do love myself, and you should always love yourself. You can't love somebody else unless you love yourself, but you don't want to get it to the point where you think you're bloody God's gift to women and you think I don't know, like...
Yeah, Bazlanka or something. I think, but I think one is okay. Don't go.
That's my kind of rule of thumb. One shirtless one, if you've got a good rig, whatever, be happy with your rig. Shirtless one is fine. I think it'd be interesting to hear the female perspective on that. It'd definitely vary, and maybe like a gym flick or something like that.
Gym flick. You go gym flick?
I wouldn't go like spam it with gym stuff, but maybe that can reflect like a hobby of yours.
Yep. Okay, and then what about the caption or the prompts or whatever?
Well, no, I think you have some other photos in there as well. Like, ones with pets are always good.
Oh, true.
Maybe not one of you holding up the fish you've just caught, or the Falcon XR6 that you've done up, the Barra, or the SV6 or the I don't think. Yeah, I mean there would be some girls that are into cars, but.
Yeah, definitely.
If every photo is your car, then they're going to start thinking you're a transformer or something.
Yeah. I think also like the type of app you're on is also like the way you should... like Tinder's pretty grungy, I reckon.
I reckon it is,
Tinder's
mate.
Going to like... What's that club we always...
Rats.
Like when we were young?
Rats. It's like you're going to Rats.
You're going to Rats with Tinder. And then you've got
Hinge.
More like...
Maybe...
Better.
More better.
No boo.
Yeah, a bit... No, not even, mate.
Maybe that's rsvp.com or something.
Maybe Hinge is more like... So, if you're going on Tinder, you're going to Rats. If you go into
this is very Hinge, subject to
you
Melbourne.
may be going to the SB.
Okay, nice.
How do you rate that as a comparison?
I like the comparison. Yeah. Speaking of the SB, we did a they're looking for work and stuff.
Mate, we were absolutely starstruck when we got that message because the SB, like, if I could have picked one venue to be like somewhat affiliated with or help out or get something from them, it would have been the ESPY.
And they gave it to us. Okay, back on dating apps.
Yeah, back on dating apps.
Okay, so we got that sorted. Now, so you got your photos.
Wait, what other apps are there?
Bumble. That's all I can think of. Bumble, Hinge.
Grindr.
Yeah, if you're into that as well.
That floats your boat.
If that floats your boat. So, we got one photo of you with your top off. Mm-hmm. You got one maybe of you in the gym. I'd say separate them, to be honest. You know,
pick
the order.
Yeah, definitely don't have them together.
Yeah,
separate
very important how you
separate
separate
as far as you can.
Yeah, one at the end. Yeah. And then I think you want like one with your mates kind of thing.
Yeah.
Lads on tour kind of thing.
Yeah,
you know,
just like show that you're sociable.
You know,
one with like a pet or something, like a dog or a cat or a horse or a...
Yeah. Oh, a horse. It's aggressive. Yep. And then what else?
Like just an outdoorsy travel pic. That can always be good.
Passion kind of thing.
You know,
maybe.
I think girls like guys who travel.
See a funny, like someone playing footy. Would you upload that, like you playing footy? I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I think it's a little bit
I was going to say maybe if you play AFL, but you definitely wouldn't if you played AFL, or maybe you would.
No, there's plenty of AFL players on.
Yeah, there would be
on the With no shame if you are on play AFL and you're on the apps. All right, so we got the caption now or the prompts. Now this is where someone is
the men are separated from the boys.
Yeah.
Sorry, women, we don't know like.
We don't explain.
We don't understand.
Whatever. Like 2 girls listen to this anyway.
Yeah.
My mum and your mum.
Yeah.
So, like with Hinge, it's prompts. Mm-hmm. With Tinder, it's like the caption thing. It's like a bio.
Yeah.
And the prompts in past experience in helping others out, and helping friends out and stuff. I've got the creative mind of a goldfish.
Yeah.
You know, so like I'm no good at them, to be honest. Something witty is what we want.
I think it's important to be a bit funny.
Must be funny.
Like if you take it really seriously, everyone's gonna think, who the fuck's this? Like that is something I do if like I would answer it seriously just because I'm like double tricking them. I'm like I answer it seriously because I'm like funny.
You went double
but like
serious.
My level of humor is like above yours. Like I'm 17 nuances like above you. So I'd kind of do that, but then no one would get it and no one would match with me because I think I'm a fucking idiot.
It'd be a disaster. I think you want to be witty, and then also it must be like kind of inviting for a conversation.
Oh yeah.
So I think on Hinge there's like a thing of like a controversial opinion. You know.
What is a controversial opinion of yours, mate?
Like wearing a Garmin on a night out.
Why wouldn't you?
Well, or like Garmin or Apple Watch. Like some people, it's like not a good look, you know.
What, you should be wearing a Patek Philippe or
like a Rolex or like a nice one.
Yeah, or
think about like let's talk about both genders, like a girl in like a formal dress or something.
Yeah.
Like wearing a Garmin, it's not the best.
Well, you can get Garmins like this that look like a
that's
kind
true.
of smart. Like you've got the
special
band.
Band.
But if Apple Watch looks like a little fucking Tamagotchi toy. Anyone who's got an Apple Watch, hang your head in shame. Honestly, it looks like shit. Fuck you, Steve Jobs. Sorry, it's disrespectful, but
that's how it reels.
Yeah,
that's how it reels. So, I think like something inviting to have that conversation.
A bit of stimulus, put something out there, a bit of bait, reel them in.
Don't be too mean though.
Yeah.
When you reply to it.
Yeah.
Like have a bit of passion towards the subject.
Yeah.
You don't need to match them to tear them apart.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So what other components are there? You know, you can add your
height.
Your height. Don't lie about that because if you meet up in person, that'll definitely be awkward.
Yeah.
So if I had a dating profile, I'd obviously put 4'11" because that's my height.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
You are short king.
Yeah, I'm a short king. 4'11", 4'10.5" actually.
Demon
if mode. I went to demon mode. Oh, there's too many inside jokes here, mate.
So what else can you have? Oh, I saw like on Hinge you can have like drinking. Yes, no, sometimes.
Fuck yes.
I see sometimes as
you're like, a square.
You're a fucking square. I don't want to fuck with you.
Yeah.
So I reckon just put yes there, unless you actually don't drink.
Yeah.
But you know, like
I feel like you're a yes or a no.
You're a yes or a no.
If it's sometimes, it's a yes.
If it's sometimes, it's a yes. And like a yes can be once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Once a month even.
Yeah, it doesn't. No.
But like, I think the question is more for if we go on a date, are you going to have a heart attack if I pull out a pint?
Yeah.
So that's what the question's more aimed at. So, stay away from the sometimes, I reckon. Mm-hmm. And then there's the thing if you can add, like you can hide things on your profile, like when you're setting up your app. I've done a lot of research in this field, as you can tell.
Yeah.
So you can hide things.
Yeah.
And
let's go. Come on.
You can hide like questions. So like, do you want children? Like,
mate, it's hectic. What are you asking me? Do I want them to sign a prenup? Mate, do you need to sign a non-disclosure before you...
I don't know why they have that there, man. Like,
it's pretty hectic. It's like, oh, jeez, I actually haven't thought about it. Mate, I don't have any hair on my balls yet. I'm thinking about children.
Yeah. I went to set up a Hinge account. Now I'm looking internally. I don't know about my life.
Like, is Hinge the best option for me? Hinge should bloody sponsor us, honestly.
Is it the best option? Yeah, so... there's heaps of questions to be.
Yeah, there's lots. Yeah, we've been helping out a lot of mates on this. We know the applications rather thoroughly.
Yeah. We're across it. Are we leaving this in?
Yeah. You know what I saw when I was helping out a mate set up their Tinder profile? Is you can block like contacts from your phone book. I think that's pretty hectic, don't you reckon? Don't you think? I was like to my mate, I was like, is there anyone you want to block? I'm like, Mum, Dad? He was like, nah. Yeah, I want to block Mum. I thought that was pretty hectic.
Yeah, it's a good one. We've helped out a lot of mates with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the perfect profile, eh? Mm. Yeah, building it.
Yep, so there you go. There's all the answers you need. You're gonna have every girl or boy's gonna match with you now.
Has it worked for many of your mates? Does it help?
I think they've had quite a bit of success, to be honest. Yeah.
I think it's good to see.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
It's good to help out, and probably not many people are going to listen to this podcast will get this far in.
I reckon they will though. I reckon they want all the tips.
You reckon?
Yeah.
But it's help your mates out.
I suppose there's like the debate of meeting someone organically versus kind of artificially meeting them on a dating app. So, like for you and for me, stuff. It's like no, I've had experience with both, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? I think if you
it does though.
Set the boundaries early. Like if you make going on a dating app a thing, then it's going to be a thing. And I reckon you're just limiting yourself. So like when I was in a relationship, like a 4-year relationship, of course I'm going to be like, dating apps, I'd never do it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm out and I've helped a lot of friends, maybe I'll delve into it.
Yeah. I've had success with both, meeting organically and somewhat artificially. I think there is a difference because organically, I remember meeting one girl on an international trip, and we saw each other for a while, and that was pretty cool because it was like we met overseas, and then we went back to Melbourne, and there was something. It was cool, and like I remember, like it was cool. Whereas you meet someone artificially, it's like you met artificially, like.
And then there's that thing of like, let's say you do get into a relationship, you don't want to be kind of like having to hide how you met kind of thing. And some people are more worried about that than others.
I'll open up here a bit, but one of my relationships, I met the girl on Tinder.
Yeah. That was back when Tinder was good as well.
That was back when, I've spoken to some mates now and they say Tinder's no good.
Tinder's no good.
But this was, prime time. This was, like fresh out of year 12 Gab, you know, 68 kilos.
Yeah, 68 of the best though.
68 of the best, mate.
Passion 68.
You know, where was I going with this? I was embarrassed with the fact that I met this girl, so I'd hide it. I'd say like have a cover up. We met at a we met at, you know, whatever, at church together.
Yeah,
of course. Mate, I was so ashamed of it.
So you're ashamed of it, which it shouldn't be the case because like it's very fair. I mean, like just naturally, I reckon I'd feel less shame saying I'm like follow them on Instagram or something. I don't know why. That's a thing, but it's just a thing. But like I'd feel less shame saying I follow them on Instagram.
Hey Dad, how did you meet Mum?
Yeah.
Yo, I slid into her DMs and told her how saucy she looks.
Saucy, you looking saucy, love.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that's better than like saying, oh, like we matched. It's not actually better. It's just like... Yeah.
There's no better. It is what it is.
So, you know, maybe that's something to think about as well.
Yeah.
But inevitably, it is harder to just meet someone on a night out. It's more difficult, I'd say, for a lot of our listeners to just go up to someone. I suppose,
it does. There's a certain knack to it. There's a certain skill.
Because you can't hide behind a screen.
You can't, And it's like, you know, breaking that icebreaker, that conversation, that can be a bit tricky. So, yeah.
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 Is what it is.
Stuff. It is what it is, mate.
It is what it is. But yeah, so I reckon get on the dating apps if you are comfortable with it.
It's passive income, baby.
Passive income, get that. Just you're swiping, you know, 10 minutes before you go to bed, 10 minutes when you wake up.
Yeah.
Swiping.
Easy money.
Come up with a few punchlines. You might meet the one.
You might meet the one.
You might not.
I thought I met the one.
I thought I met the one as well.
Yeah, but apparently they weren't the one.
Hey, but now we're having a nice little date.
Yeah.
With a fair few thousand people listening, and that's a good thing to be a part of.
It is a good thing to be the part of because I think they're the one. You know,
the thousands of people.
I think
listening.
Thousands of people are the one.
I reckon they are. I reckon they are. Mailbag questions.
So we have quite a few responses from you guys, scenarios, questions, things. Obviously, we're leaving everything anonymous. Of course, it is a rather sensitive topic.
Yeah. All sensitive topics we'll leave anonymous.
Exactly right. So we got some really good questions from you guys.
Mike, would you?
Yeah, we'll do, mate. So first question here is from Jai.Smith. No, I'm kidding. That's not actually his name.
Jai.Smith's listening.
Oh, shit, mate. What have they said? If someone isn't giving you the same energy, is that a fair reason to end stuff with them?
Good question.
I guess you're not feeling me. Not feeling the energy, baby girl. We can do a plan. Yeah, so energy.
I'd say it is a good reason to end
I'd say it's a bloody good reason to, because energy is so important. Like, you know, you talk about people have different love languages. People have, you know, hot, cold. Some people can be, you know, just have different shit going on. And for me, I'm a man with a big heart.
Yeah, you got a big heart.
Very loyal MF.
A lot of love to give.
A lot of love to give. So I'm quite a strong, you know, when I do something, I do it 100%. So if someone isn't giving me 100%, I can't do that because I give 100%. I can't have no deficit here, fam. You get me in it.
Then it hurts your 100% as well.
Mate, it's like, fam, I'm giving you 100% in it. Yeah, you better give me that.
Yeah. He's had a couple of drinks. Watch it out,
mate. It doesn't need any drinks anyway. But
yeah,
100%. Like, if both of you aren't really giving a fuck in it, that's what happens. Like, maybe that's compatible. Yeah, you go.
So something to think about as well is sometimes relationships take time. So like sometimes people take time, you know, like some of the best relationships turn out where like you started off seeing each other and you're like really they're not like really not feeling you. And then like naturally, like just over persistence, over time, it actually turns out, like they turn out to be kind of the one, or thought they were the one, you know?
Yeah, thought they were the one. Yeah.
And so I don't know, it's a hard one. I don't think it's just a straight answer. It depends. I reckon it depends how early on in the relationship.
It also depends what type of energy you're talking about. If it's like, yeah, exactly right. It depends how early it is. If you guys are like in a long-term relationship and have been for quite some time, and maybe the other person is getting cold feet or something like that, and, you know, open a discussion around that and see what's wrong. Maybe they're not communicating. Maybe there's a communication deficit or something like that. See what's happening. But if it is like a structural issue that they're constantly like not keen on you, that's what I'm presuming, not the same energy is. You know, like sometimes they love you, sometimes, you know, they kind of pull back. that's going to be hell for you. Like I've experienced that too. Like that's torture.
It's almost toxic, and it can create toxic behavior. Like you can become toxic.
You're doubting yourself, and you think, "What's wrong with me?" kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so I think that is 100%. If you've identified that, have a discussion about it. If it's not something that you can really nip in the bud, then I think you got to question.
Well, that's a big one. Have a discussion about it. Like if you can bring it up, see how they respond to it.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of scary times for them. You know, bringing that up, like I don't feel like you're feeling the same energy. Yeah,
100%. So I think that is a valid reason to end it, but have the communication around it first.
Love it. Good from you.
This is a good one here. This is quote for quote what they say, word for word. This is in our words. Would I pull more birds if I was on roids?
Yeah, look, you come to learn pretty quick, you know, after having maybe like a relatively successful TikTok account, a bit of an Instagram, a muscle here and there, that the muscles don't actually pull girls. Generally.
Yeah.
Generally.
I mean, I think it helps to have a good physique.
Yeah.
And that also contributes to other aspects of you. Like, you probably, convey yourself with a bit of confidence around you. You've got good posture. You just present yourself as like
high testosterone.
Yeah. Going back to kind of primitive standpoints, like females want a male who can protect them, who is, somewhat dominant. From like an
instinct perspective.
Who is, can kind of, if there's another predator around, can, kind of deal with the situation. And I think that physique, like biologically, will have that kind of attractive edge to it. So I think like it does help, but you don't need to get on roids to achieve a physique like that, I don't believe. Yeah,
no, I agree. Like a big thing is a lot of people like lift to get girls. Like that is like relying on motivation. Like it's not going to go well, I don't think. You need other reasons to lift weights. It should be, for health.
I've seen all these memes where it's like, I've been going to the gym and lift this much, but she still picked the 100-pound guy with a nicotine addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
you just can't help that.
If you can't talk to girls in the first place, it doesn't matter what physique you've got.
So I'd say roids aren't going to help you pick up girls.
Yeah, I'd say roids are completely unnecessary. Maybe there are some girls out there who really, really like the roidy physique and the roidy kind of appearance. For me, I'm not going to be going for those type of girls.
It's very true. Yeah, I know the type actually.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it. No, that's a good point. What's the next one?
No, well, I think we can keep chatting about that and elaborate a little bit more on it. I remember seeing this TikTok of like this girl ranking the top 10 best muscles on a guy. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Went on for a while.
Went viral.
She ranked quads like pretty not good.
Yeah,
and I was like,
couldn't give a shit about quads.
The point?
I thought about you actually.
She said back was number one.
Number one is the back.
And I think forearms are up there too.
Was like number two.
And I got fucking big forearms. And I got a huge back.
Get around
I've
yourself.
got massive muscles everywhere.
You got big forearms, a big back, and no women.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
What's wrong?
What is happening here?
Yeah. It's not good, mate.
It's not good, mate.
So she said forearms. That looks like a man that can protect you.
Yeah.
Big forearms from deadlifting, mate.
From deadlifting.
Literally, everyone asks where these like forearms come from. Forearm training program.
Get around
yourself. Nothing. It's just deadlifting, honestly.
Deadlifting. Good,
and a
mate.
big back was number one.
Big back's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it. You know what I reckon is like a big but kind of leanish back. Like I've got an alright back. But that's where I hold all my fat is through my back. Unlucky.
Mum and Dad, you fucking
idiots. I know. Dogged me with the genetics.
Yeah.
But, is what it is. I still got it like an alright back and I can fill out a t-shirt. So is what it is.
I think we'll both be good then, mate.
We'll be right, mate.
The next question we've got is date ideas need some bad for the missus. Mate, I have a whole repertoire for you.
You're good with the dates?
Yeah.
That's something I'm really bad at is planning your dates. My go-to used to be like $10 dumplings. Just get in, feed, get out.
Yeah, I think for a first date, so it definitely depends.
Well, he says for the missus.
For the missus, but I also want to manipulate this question and, give you a variety of options. So some for first dates when it's a bit newy, and then perhaps some for more of a matured relationship. So I think for first dates, you definitely want to avoid like each other's houses. If it's someone you care about, it's not just a booty call kind of thing, then, meet in a neutral kind of area where you can, there's vibe, see if you like each other. There's no kind of commitment that you got to kick someone out kind of thing.
I feel like with those, if you can kind of really surprise them with a kind of somewhere a little bit different, like you're not just going to your $10 dumplings, you're not just going to something that everywhere's gone or everyone's gone to. If you can go to like an underground kind of restaurant in the city, a bit hidden, got to walk through. But not for a
first date, I don't think.
You don't reckon?
It depends. But for me, I'd prefer to get like coffee or go for a walk and see them during the daytime, because during the nighttime,
but we're not going to give them the bloody coffee option. Like, he wants to know some good date ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just establish for first date. I think a good one is always coffee and go for a walk. Something during the daytime, not something so menacing and malicious, and there's a bit of intention towards it. I think just scope out whether you guys vibe together first.
Go from there.
Yeah, and then from here you can really get into the crux of it and have some cool ideas. A place I thought was really cool that we went to together was the Cranbourne Botanical Gardens. That was lovely.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
If I had a girlfriend, I'd definitely be taking her there.
It's kind of sacred to us now, though, mate. I hope you don't take any girls there.
I've got a few spots around Melbourne that are, I don't know if I can disclose because they're just a bit secretive, and they're
don't disclose them.
I won't.
The good thing about the Cranbourne Botanic Gardens is like you've got a bit of a drive to get there, at least from where we are. So a bit of a drive is often quite good. You can kind of get to know each other, get them to drive to your house, and then drive to that area.
Depends on the partner. It might not be so good, mate.
It might not be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but for most, it's often like a drive and put them in the new RS3 in the Land Cruiser, like this is where we're at. Like,
play some Juice WRLD, play some Frank Ocean,
talk about your ex and cry.
Yeah, exactly. I think a good lookout is always a good spot.
A good lookout. See, I'm gonna go against that because I reckon lookout just screams that you're wanting, like
a kiss.
Yeah, and the rest.
Does it? I don't view that whatsoever. I'm going to have to disagree with you heavily.
Really? I reckon a lookout kind of gives me...
You're taking them somewhere romantic, mate.
You reckon?
Well, it's better than bloody $10 dumplings. Come on.
Don't do me like that. That was my number one. Man.
Oh, God. No, I think a lookout is really good. I mean, which view do they prefer? The absolute specimen
sitting across
from them, or the actual view. It's going to be tough to choose. Pick one.
They're looking at you. They're looking at the lookout. Yeah. They're looking at you. I think I've done one lookout before.
Yes, and I know that wasn't great, was it?
Wasn't a good result.
No,
it wasn't a good.
But it is what it is. We live and we learn.
It is what it is.
Well, mate, after this podcast, I will tell you some really good lookouts that I know of.
Good.
And they're great spots. Another good one is Yochi on Glenferrie Road.
Is it?
Mate, I think that is the number one Tinder date spot.
It is. All the Tinder dates.
I'm a what's the word? Not a victim. I
don't know.
What's the opposite of a perpetrator of the old Yochi on Glenferrie Road? That is,
Glenferrie. Yeah.
It's consistent. It always provides. it always provides.
Every time.
Except it's really expensive when you like to load it up like I do.
Oh, you're watching your date load it up.
Yeah. Some other good ones I haven't necessarily gone on that, but I know are good, like fucking mini golf or some shit.
Mini golf's good, but I get way too competitive.
You know what a good one is? Fucking go swimming first date.
Go swimming.
See once that makeup's off, what's
happening underneath.
See if it's all a facade.
Man got catfished.
If it's a bolt-on build.
Build not bought.
Yeah.
Game-changing build.
Taliban 10, baby. Yeah. Yeah, no. Might get cancelled after this podcast, but
we're uploading.
At least we went off with a bang. So
yeah, it was a good one.
Other date ideas? I don't know, mate. What is there? Fucking watching Netflix or something.
Yeah, like drive-in movies.
Never been on one, have you?
Never been. I think I have a couple. Yeah.
Yeah, couple. Shit.
Big double.
The veteran here.
The vet. You know what's good to do it is with a ute. Bring like a blow-up mattress and a doona on the back of the ute.
What are you doing on the mattress? Just
no dancing doonas.
Yeah.
Watching the movie.
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate for watching the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Don't touch me.
What are you doing?
Don't touch me until this movie.
Hey, where your clothes at? Hey, where your... I love the game. I love the hustle. Hey, yo, bring me a shot. You know what I think is a terrible date? Like for one of the first ones, going to the actual cinemas.
Yeah, shocker. That's like a classic year 7 go, you know.
Because you don't bloody talk to each other the whole time.
Or
at least I don't want to talk to you.
And it's kind of awkward. Like you're at an awkward distance as well, I reckon.
Well, only if you're in gold class.
Like, no, even normal class.
The barrier up.
Oh, not all of them.
Sometimes you can.
Not all of them.
And what, you're going to make out with me during the movie and I've just missed the most crucial bit of the plot line. It's like, it's a genuine trade-off happening here.
It is a genuine
It's ridiculous.
Trade-off. Yeah. So no movies.
For like the first bit at least.
Yeah, for the first
After you've got sick of each other, you can go see a movie together.
Honeymoon phase. We should break down the honeymoon phase.
Mate, the honeymoon phase is hectic.
Honeymoon phase is hectic. It's a wild ride. You know, I always see it in relationships. So it's, mate, she's the one.
She's the one.
Like, brother, just
wait.
On.
Have you seen that photo of like Dwayne the Rock Johnson in the car?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like fucking. You can just see how MFs in relationships be. It's like why I never want to get in a relationship.
Disappointment.
Honestly, true. It's facts. It's like you just wait till that honeymoon phase is over, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But like the honeymoon phase, you know, everything's going to be fantastic. Anything
mate.
you do is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And
They're going to be the most beautiful person you've ever met. Everything they do is just right, isn't it?
In the whole entire world.
Yeah, and then everything comes crashing down after that. I've experienced a few honeymoon phases, mate. And let me tell you.
You love a good honeymoon phase.
Oh, mate, my life is the honeymoon phase, honestly. But yeah, as they say, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You were trying to give me this about one girl once, and fuck, that was a honeymoon phase, I tell you what.
Oh, God. Yeah, I've had a few like that, haven't I? Should have just slapped myself in the face.
The honeymoon phase ended, and so did you.
Yeah.
You were quick to get out of there.
Deer in the headlights of love, mate.
Right, what's the next question?
All right, so lucky last question is, how do I get my first girlfriend?
Oh, fuck.
Mate, you fucking go to Toys R Us, you pay $4.99 and
Build
you
a bear.
fucking walk out and you get it.
Yeah, how do you get your first girlfriend, mate? I assume...
Let me know if you find out.
Yeah, I assume you're pretty young if you're asking this, to be honest.
No, they could not be.
They might not be. I don't mean to have a crack at you for that by any means. But, yeah, how do you get your first girlfriend? I'd say, you know, you're starting out in school. You start meeting people in school, meeting girls in school. Let's say this for a guy. You know, start striking up conversations and stuff. Often your first... Oh, no, I can't say that. Yeah, I'm lost here. You give us something.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Fucking go fucking talk. I feel like it can't be something that you're like searching for. I feel like it has to come about. Because you can't just get a girlfriend. Like for me... Like for me to call someone my girlfriend, it has to be like on. Like I've only ever had 3 girlfriends. Like that might be quite a high number, and I've had quite a number of potential applicants, let's say, and they have to pass a fair few. What's the word? Like, you know, interviews and things like that.
Yeah,
you know,
rounds.
Before, because for me, it's like a big thing to call someone your girlfriend. I mean, I had a high school girlfriend who was one of the 3, and there wasn't necessarily as many barriers to get there. I was just kind of didn't know what I was doing.
Well, that's what I was kind of saying. What I was going towards before was like, look, your first girlfriend. If you're in your first, if you're still with your first girlfriend, fantastic. But your first girlfriend, generally a bit of a, you know, like there's. You know, it's not. It's a real relationship, but it's not. It's
get it done. Find out a few things.
Get it done. Learn a few things.
And
that goes
the
for
female
her,
anatomy.
Her as well.
Yeah.
For this is for both girls and guys, of course.
Yeah.
Learn a few things.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
And we kind of both did that. It was very much educational.
We both did that. Yeah.
And that. Nah, that's a good one. Oh fuck! It's a bit politically incorrect to say, but it's like you gotta get through the beast you gotta slay the beast to rescue the princess.
Right. Okay.
And do with that information as you will.
That's both girls and guys. You know, This is not a one gender kind of conversation.
Multi-gender, mate.
We do it all.
We do it all.
We do it all.
One-stop shop, baby.
One-stop shop. That's us.
But yeah, sorry, mate. We actually haven't answered your question whatsoever. But
how do you get a girlfriend? That's right.
What I recommend you don't do is go after someone who you're really good friends with. I feel as though you need to like develop an intimate, romantic relationship with someone first. You know, just, hey, how you going? Hot stuff.
I think that's a big one is like actually kind of getting it done. Like get get the ball rolling, big fella, because I see people who are our age, who are older than us, and have just had no experience
Zero
with the
job
other gender.
experience, mate.
And mate, I don't know how you do it.
What are you
gonna
get
do?
in the situation in the heat of the moment on game day? It's like, mate, you got no idea. You've had no experience.
Game day, you don't know how to get the ball and kick it inside 50. Like, you can't hit a target.
Yeah.
You know?
And that girl has probably had like a few like potential takers before. And
then on top of that, when you get to 24, 25, you know that as well. So you're going in with no fucking confidence.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think
what did Jack Higgins do before the game, mate? He'd lock in and he'd kick a set shot from every angle. So he had the confidence because he did it before the game. Same thing with dating. You need to get some job experience. Like, no pressure, guys. But if you're getting on a little bit,
I'd say that's like actually my number one tip for anyone, to be honest. Is like you look, mate. Don't be. Oh, it's so hard to say on a fucking podcast, eh? But like, don't be too picky.
Yeah.
Don't be too.
I mean, do as you choose. If you're 25 and you're still...
But your standard... of course, you know, if you don't have standards, then no one's going to respect you, kind of thing. But early on...
Yeah.
Figure out how it's all done.
Figure it out.
Don't worry too much.
So, you're back to the question, how to get your girlfriend?
Fucking hell, I don't know.
Mate, it can't be something that you got to like be seeing the girl or the boy first. You got to develop some sort of chemistry, some sort of relationship.
Yep.
And for me, at least, it'd take quite a while before I call them, or, you know, you have an official. I think my last one, it took 12 months before it was official. That is, you know, an extreme amount of time. That is extreme. Yeah. That is extreme. But yeah. We'll go a little bit more. Yeah. Just to give you an idea. Yeah. So I don't know. And I feel like that label should be a privilege to you as well. Like, you don't just call anyone your girlfriend or your boyfriend. So
yeah.
What about you? Like, you can't just you can't put a label and things like that. There's commitment involved. It's a big effort.
I'd say for me personally, it's going to take a long time until I'm ready to have a girlfriend. But like when you do like lock that kind of that word in or whatever, like that exclusivity, you're all in.
Because there's lots of terminology these days. There's like, you know, I think at the bottom of the range you got like, you know, a one night stand. Then you got like a booty call or something. Yeah. Then you got like friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Then you got like you're in a thing with someone. Then you got you're exclusive but you're not in a relationship. Then you've got a relationship. Then you're engaged. Then you got you're married. I think that's the spectrum. Am I missing anything?
No, I totally agree. You know what's the most, talking to friends, most unfulfilling thing is like one night stands, I reckon. I reckon they're so overrated.
Yeah. I mean, gonna be honest here, like, obviously, like, I've done that before. Yeah, for me, I feel like I need that emotional connection there. Like, I'm a bit of a sucker for that. Like,
you know what, the big thing I reckon with that is like it's more the chase. Let's say you're at a night out. Let's say you go to a 21st, and there's like a girl there from a guy's perspective, and you go up and you start speaking to him, and you know, it's like that chase to that thrill to like, I might be on here, I might not. It's a game. Like, how are you? Then you get maybe kiss, and then it's like, oh hey, do you want to come back to my house? And once you get back, it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. There's a little thing called PNC, and I won't describe what that acronym actually is.
You can figure it out.
It is a wonderful concept. It is an eye-opening concept. It is a necessary concept. And I think if you don't have the PNC, then they might be the one.
PNC, when you live in a share house with your best mate called Gab, is...
Is it what?
It's clarity the next morning. I tell you what.
It's clarity. Mate. There's some conversations that need to be held. There are some conversations that is for damn sure. We've gone into extreme detail in this podcast. There's some other things I wanted to say.
Oh, I've got so much. We can just keep talking if we want. I'm feeling the
yeah, we're talking about like friends with benefits and shit. Like, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the issue with friends with benefits and things like that is if you develop feelings for the other person and they're not committed to you and they go and get with somebody else, mate, you might be upset.
I feel like a big reminder is like, you don't own someone. You know, and if you can't actually detach yourself from that, then you're probably part of the problem, as we say. You know, like that thing we made a post a while ago about kind of these men doing horrendous things, and like actually all men need to get around and be a part of this and not be part of the problem. So your mate making, you know, like rape jokes kind of thing, that's part of the problem. Yeah. So yeah,
you laughing at it is part of the problem.
You laughing at it is part of the problem. Yeah. You owning someone is also part of the problem.
I think it took me until I was probably 20 to realize, you know, if a girl, like, you don't own anyone. You know,
totally.
If a girl goes and gets with somebody else, whether you're in a relationship or not with her, like, you know, it's if you are in a relationship, it's unethical, but you also don't own that person. From there, you can take the action you need, which is most likely, you know, terminating that contract, breaking up with her.
Yeah.
You actually don't own her. And I think for me, it was just something I had to realize that, you know, humans procreate with other humans. It's just a fact of life, and you don't own anyone. And
that's another big one, like in relationships and stuff. I know, like, definitely as a guy, is like you see, like, in your instinct, in your genetic, in your build and everything, is like you see like a girl crossing the road and you're like, oh, I want to procreate with her. Yeah, that's really common in in a relationship. That just in a relationship, you just don't go and do it, or you don't go and like try and do it. You know, so like I've spoken to people who are like, oh, like, fuck, I'm kind of struggling with it. Like, I really love this person I'm with, but like I'm wanting to procreate with all these other people. Yeah. And it's like, well, that's totally normal. That's totally fine.
Yeah, you think about like animals in the jungle, like the most alpha male is going to procreate with all the other female lionesses, kind of thing, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Like it's built in you to spread the seed.
Exactly right. So it's only natural, but obviously I condemn anyone who cheats. I think that is the most terrible thing you can do. It's happened to me in the past where someone has cheated on me. It's a terrible feeling. I think it's really not that hard to end the relationship and then go do it. So yeah, I think like it's just a general.
Yeah, it's a non-negotiable.
It's a non-negotiable.
But it's very normal if you're in a relationship. You're like, fuck, I really love the person I'm with, but I'm seeing all these girls and stuff, and they're, you know, like I'm wanting to
experiment.
It's very normal, mate. It's all good.
Yeah,
it's all bloody good. What else? What do we have more?
I don't know. Honestly, could be. You got to throw some stimulus at me.
We're about to get shut down, I think, from the camera.
Oh well, I reckon we leave it there then.
You reckon we call it?
I reckon we call it, mate.
It's been a good one. I feel like we could do this for hours, to be honest.
We could.
Maybe we should do this more regularly.
Yeah.
Not drinking.
Yeah, drinking no good.
But drinking.
Drink protein shake.
Yeah, no, it's been fun. It's been real. It's been good.
Mate, Louis, it's been real. It's been good. But it hasn't been real good.
Oh, no, mate.
Put it there, mate.
I reckon it's been real good. Thank you. I've enjoyed the wine. Mum, thanks for the wine. Mum listens to every episode.
Is it a good bottle?
It is a good bottle. Yeah, Sister's Run.
How much do you reckon?
$40, $50.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, we're not going $100 bottles, mate.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. Mum listens to every episode, so shout out to Mum.
Shout out, Mumsy.
Mumsy.
Stormzy in it.
You the one.
Yeah, bro.
Cool. Right. Cool. Bye.